Well, hello everyone, and welcome to my Facebook Live. This is actually my first one, so I'm pretty excited. And I'm going to give everybody a few minutes to hop on here. I know Facebook takes about 10 minutes to alert you of the live, so hang in there with me. We're going to get started, and for those that join later, they can always listen to the replay. I'm so excited that you're here. I have some really great information, hopefully for you today. What have I been busy with? I've been busy with family, work, fun, pickleball, but I'm really excited about the work that I have been doing, and I'm helping women heal and getting their lives back, get their energy back, get their fun and their joy back, get their wellness and their health back. And that's what I'm here to talk to you about today. Some of you have been following me on Facebook and on Instagram and know that I've talked a lot about the stress response and how that impacts our bodies. And I'd like to go a little bit deeper with that today, as I said earlier in the week. So just comment below if you're here, if you're watching, even hashtag live or replay below. Just let me know that you're here and you're looking for more information. If you can see me and hear me, that would be great. Tell me where you're logging in from. Tell me what you're dealing with. Are you dealing with fatigue, inflammation, gut issues, insomnia? What's going on with you? And just feel free to drop questions below as we move through this. If I don't get them answered, I will get back to you after the live. So if you stick around, I have something cool for you at the end. I'd love to give you a good tool to help with calming the mind, brain fog, exhaustion, feeling fatigued. I'm going to give you that below. Just stick around and I'd love to just give you that free tool. So let's get ready. Let's get ready and start. Are you ready? I just want to let you know that I'm super excited about a program I'm launching this week. I've been using it for years with my clients, but it's finally parked on one platform and available to others. So that's called Revive and Thrive. We'll talk about it a little bit later. And what I do is I help women like myself in the past get out of that chronic stress response, to get out of and overcome, reverse, and heal from chronic fatigue, inflammation, irritability, gut issues, insomnia. All these things can be reversed, and I just want to encourage you and give you hope. I healed myself from chronic fatigue and rheumatoid arthritis, and I have clients that have healed from Lyme's, mast cell, chronic high blood pressure, cholesterol, gut issues, insomnia, just really low energy and brain fog. I want to give you encouragement. You can heal also. So let's move through this, and I won't keep you today. If you have to hop off, remember the replay will be available. And so I want to help women. I want you to have your life and your energy back. I want you to sleep well, enjoy your family, enjoy your life, and not drag through the days with heavy fatigue and irritability and gut issues. So hang in there with me. I'm going to show you a tip at the end that will help get you started. How do I do this? I do this without diet, without more supplements, without more procedures, because if you're where I was, you've spent a lot of money. You've already spent time, money, and research trying a lot of things. How did that work? I know for me, I was managing symptoms. I wasn't curing symptoms. And if you're on here today, you might have some of those symptoms as well. And again, I just want to encourage you. How did I do that? I used brain retraining. What is brain retraining? Let me give you just a short definition, a short explanation of that. So some of us that had been in chronic stress, could be from trauma, a surgery, an accident, an emotional issue. We can get stuck in that fight or flight mode, which God gave us to protect us. It's there for when we're in an emergency situation, to lift a car off of someone, huge crisis, we're running from a bear, but we're not meant to stay in that state forever. We're meant to move out of that when that trauma or crisis is over. But for some of us, we got stuck there, and the brain gets stuck in that fight or flight. That part of the brain called the limbic system actually programs the rest of the brain and the body. So when that part of the brain called the limbic system gets impaired or gets stuck, it starts to send false messages to the body. That's where we start to see energy lapse, exhaustion, inflammation, gut issues. We start becoming sensitive to all kinds of foods, molds, chemicals. So that's the brain becoming afraid of lots of things because it thinks it's protecting us. So it's starting to find everything it thinks is a danger symptom. That's what we call limbic system impairment. And how do we get out of that? We use brain retraining. What is brain retraining? Brain retraining is retraining that part of the brain that's stuck, showing that it doesn't have to stay there, using science, neuroscience-backed tools, along with biblical principles that I have also researched and learned to help that brain calm down, move out of fight or flight, get back into the rest state, and balance the rest of the body, calm the nervous system, and we train it to send messages to the body of health and peace. This is very doable. I've done it, and you can do it too. And it doesn't cost more supplements. It doesn't cost more money. It doesn't cost more procedures, more pills. You can do it, and you can be empowered and take charge of your own health like I did. Okay, so I wanted to answer one of the biggest questions I get, and a couple of questions about time. Number one, Joanna, how much time is invested in this? How much time do I have to commit to this? Why do I get this a lot? Because a lot of us that were stuck in or have been stuck have moved out of it. I have a lot of clients that might be on here. If you're on here, just chime in. Why are we so concerned about time? Well, a lot of us that have been stuck, time and driving through it and having a busy day is part of the problem. Now, you can't always change your circumstances, but you can change how you deal with your circumstances. So time, back to the time question, how much time does this take? Well, how much time are you losing today? How much time are you napping? Are you scrolling? Are you procrastinating? Are you at doctor's appointments? Overthinking, worrying, coming up with problem-solving methodologies? Think about all the time you're spending on those types of things, exercising, diet, special foods. So when it comes back to time, what could you trade to invest in your own health and take control? I would say my program, the more you put into it, the more you get out of it. It's like going to the gym. So you go to the gym on Monday, you start feeling a little bit better. You're like, yeah, that feels great. I think I should keep doing this, except for you don't get back around to it until a Monday later, a week later. Well, the effects have worn off. It's a cumulative effect, right? It's just like brain retraining. So when we train our brain, if we can invest a good 30 minutes, an hour would be great, but 30 minutes a day is doable. And we can cut that down into 15-minute chunks, 15 in the morning, 15 at lunch, 15 at night even. And that helps us retrain our brain on a consistent basis to get the best result. So those of us that are busy and saying, I don't have 15 minutes, I don't have 15 minutes here, there. Well, rethink your day. What do you do during the day that 15 minutes can be traded for investing in your own health and actually creating more time for yourself? Because when you feel better, when you have more energy, more sleep, your gut feels good, you don't have inflammation, those types of things, you feel better, you're more time efficient, you create time in your life. So what is that worth? 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there, is it worth it to you? But on a consistent basis, I would say for me, 100%, 1,000% worth it. Okay, let me know if you're logging in, just drop a comment below so I know you're here if you have questions. As I might have said earlier, I have created a program. It's called Revive and Thrive. I've been using it for a couple years. I've put it on a platform, just putting it out there this week. It's an online 12-week program. Do it yourself. If you want help, I'm here to support you. but it's also a lot of educational information. It's very structured, and it helps walk you right through the process so you can take control of your own health. If you're on here, drop me a line. I really like to know you're here. I do Facebook Lives, or I do Facebook Reels almost every day, trying to give you more information, give you helpful tips. I also send a few emails a week. If you want on the email list, it's www.joannarutherfordcoaching.com/emails. Just send that and I will get you on my email list. If you're already in my program, you already know this, but I love that you're here. You know what this does for you. You know, you've seen the glimmers immediately. How long does it take? That's another question. How long does this take to work? Well, let me tell you. It's not always an overnight fix. It's not a pill, and it's not a shot. It's not a procedure. It's literally retraining your brain to balance your body, and it's a lifestyle. But how long does it take, Joanna? Well, I would say you start seeing immediate results, but it's just like the gym. It's a consistency thing. The more you do, the better you feel, the longer it lasts. I have a very structured program to tell you exactly what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. As you move through the program and you begin to feel better, you can start massaging that program to fit your lifestyle a little bit better. But I love to offer the structure because I didn't like the abstract programs. I didn't like the, here's something you could try. I want to know what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. And that's why I've taken everything that I've learned through every program and training, and I put them all together in a 12-module program so that you know exactly what to do to take control of your health. Okay, if you're here, drop me a line. Remember, I'm on Reels every day giving you little tips. And another thing, I promised you at the end, I want to give you a tip for today that's valuable that you can go to work on right away and that will help you. So let's do this together. I promised this, and I don't want to keep your time on a Friday beautiful afternoon. I want to give you something called a constructive worry sheet exercise. So when you have time today, maybe when you get off this reel, I'd love you to sit down, get a piece of paper or your computer, and close your eyes and just think of everything you're worried about. This is actually a great exercise to do before bed for those of you that find your mind wandering and ruminating all night on all the problems and all the things, and that's when your brain really comes at you in the middle of the night. The enemy likes to attack us then. So take your piece of paper or your computer. In the first column, write down everything you're worried about, every single thing, every problem, everything that's on your mind. Then the next column, put yes or no. Can I do anything about this? Yes or no. And then the next column, if you put yes, then put what you can do about it, what you plan to do about it. And then in the last column, put when you plan to do that. Now that just emptied out a whole lot of worry out of your head. If you do this at night, it puts everything down. You can tell your brain, hey, it's all down. We don't have to keep thinking of it. I know when and where I'm going to do these things, if I'm going to do them at all. You can fold that piece of paper up, put it in your nightstand, and go to sleep. And when your brain tries to remind you of that in the middle of the night, you can say, this is taken care of. I've already put it away. I will deal with it tomorrow, and there's nothing I can do about it tonight. We're going to sleep. So I hope that tip is really helpful to you. It's been really helpful to me to help my brain at night calm down. So if that's helpful to you, try it out. I'd love to hear your comments and your feedback. Much more of those tips to come, much more in my program. If you're interested in that, just drop me a line below. Thanks so much for joining me today. I can't wait to see you on social, in the emails. Oh, and then I have a much deeper dive into this subject. I'm planning to go live every Friday, but on April 3rd, I'm going to do a much longer live to really unpack what brain retraining is, how it works, and how it can help you heal and get your life back. So glad you all joined me today. Please drop me some comments, give me some love. I'm loving you back. And let me know what your questions are and what I can help you with. Have a great weekend, everybody.